This is Sickle Cell and the Mind, a mental wellness podcast, brought to you by the European Sickle Cell Federation. As we explore the impact that sickle cell can have on the mind, we discover that it's more than managing physical pain. It's confronting the unseen mental battles that come with it. And for carers, it's a journey of silent trauma they never expected.
I remember just loads of people rushing into the room, and I didn't think that she would come back out of that hospital that day. And I don't think I realised that I was experiencing trauma as well, because it wasn't me.
We hear how for those living with sickle cell, it doesn't just affect the body, it challenges deeply held beliefs about identity and confronting societal expectations to live up to an image that can feel impossible.
There's always been this image that I grew up with about, a man being an alpha male or being strong and having to do things to prove that you're a man in society, and all of that stuff. But here I am with a chronic illness, always in hospital.
We learn how this stigma extends to the workplace, where chronic illness often remains invisible. Many suffer in silence, afraid to ask for the understanding they need.
Employers need to understand what are the chronic illnesses, what are the hidden things that their staff and teams might be suffering with and might be challenged by. And, I guess be aware that sometimes people may not want to speak up for themselves.
And for many others, cultural expectations make it even harder to speak up. The pressure to stay strong can turn silence into a mental burden.
In my culture, it's really important that you stay strong, and there's already a stigma about mental issues. You can't have, normally you don't have mental issues from my country. From my cultural.
Join our hosts, Leah Lewin and Amal Dupree, as they have open and honest conversations with the objective to educate, inform, and support patients, families, the wider community, and policymakers through real lived experiences on the challenges affecting sickle cell patients and their families across Europe. It's time to reduce social isolation and create new pathways to mental wellness together. Sickle Cell and the Mind, a mental wellness podcast, brought to you by the European Sickle Cell Federation.